then I ain't gonna try. Red, white, and blue, man, that's what I stand for. You don't like my freedom? There's the fucking door. Taxing us to death, spending out of control. Trying to tear this country apart, but I'm fighting for the soul. Guns in my hand, flag held high. You hate this nation, then don't ask why. Liberals, fuck off, I'm standing tall. You can't break me, won't see me fall. Constitution strong, that's what I live by. You want socialism, keep dreaming by. Fuck off, I won't back down. Fuck off, this is my town. You wanna cancel me, cause I speak my mind? Well, I ain't afraid, I'll never be confined. Shut down free speech, tell me what's right. Y'all a bunch of snowflakes, yeah, take a hike. Patriots rise, we're taking back the land. You'll never understand the pride we stand. God, family, country, that's my creed. You don't like it? Step aside, let us lead. Liberals, fuck off, I'm standing tall. You can't break me, won't see me fall. Constitution strong, that's what I live by. You want socialism, keep dreaming by. Fuck off, I won't back down. Fuck off, this is my town. Don't need your Green Deal, your woke revolution. Keep your nonsense, I want the Constitution. Don't tell me how to live, don't tell me what to do. This is America, we don't answer to you. Liberals, fuck off, I'm standing tall. You can't break me, won't see me fall. Constitution strong, that's what I live by. You want socialism, keep dreaming by. Fuck off, I won't back down. Fuck off, this is my town. Push a Green Deal, your woke revolution. Keep your nonsense, I want the Constitution. Don't tell me how to live, don't tell me what to do. This is America, we don't answer to you. Liberals, fuck off, I'm standing tall. You can't break me, won't see me fall. Constitution strong, that's what I live by. You want socialism, keep dreaming by. Fuck off, I won't back down. Fuck off, this is my town. So keep pushing your agenda, we're still here, patriots rise. Let's make it clear, you don't own this land, we're taking it back. Red wave, coming, that's a fact.
What is going on? What's happening, everybody? It looks like our chat is not working. So if y'all give me 1 second here, we're going to get the chat up and running here. I did not realize the chat screen was not working for y'all. So we're going to get that fixed. I see the first person we get chatting of the day is a fucking bot. You got to love that shit. You got to love it when the bots come in and try to play. Gotta fucking love it. All right. Well, the good thing is we're going to see this bot's message in just a second. This bot was from, I believe it was Kick. So there's that. The multi-chat single. The chat button should be up and working now. So we should see the chat. Hopefully. We'll see if it works. We'll test it out here in a little bit. Let me see. Let's run a quick test. What in the Sam fuck was that? All right, good shit. It worked, baby. It worked. Dear God. Anyways, welcome back, you beautiful bastards, to the only podcast where we tell it like it fucking is. There's no political correctness needed. I'm here to give you the real deal on everything from Trump's latest shitstorm to the absurdity of Sasquatch chasers. Buckle up, Buttercup, because here we go, you fucking lunatics. Dear God. It has absolutely been a crazy week because Trump is back in the White House and he's hitting it like a pro. Balls to the wall. First 2 weeks and he's already signed more executive orders than Biden did in a year. Border security, immigration crackdowns, you name it. He's undoing the woke nonsense faster than you could say, make America great again. Love him or hate him, you've got to admit the man knows how to make headlines, from reversing climate change initiatives to pushing for energy independence. Trump's agenda is all about putting America first, and guess what? The stock market's loving it. Companies are feeling confident again, and maybe, just maybe, we'll see some of that manufacturing coming back home. Speaking of coming back home, let's talk about those who have overstayed their fucking welcome. Now, we've got these illegals crying in the streets because they're being deported. Did you really think when Trump said build that wall, it was just going to be a catchy slogan? What is up, Reptile Mama? How are you? Oh, Lord have mercy. All right, y'all. I'm just going to continue going with the punches here. We've got a full show for y'all. Let's just keep it fucking rolling. Here we go. It's like complaining about getting wet when you decide to go swimming in a shit filled pond. You knew the risk. Now deal with the fucking consequences. It's called Law and Order, folks. But let's not forget the irony here. The same people protesting were the ones who marched for defunding the police. Now they want law enforcement to look the other way. You can't have your cake and eat it too, bitch, unless you're into the kind of kinky shit. And for those crying about family separation, maybe start respecting our laws. Remember, this isn't just about immigration, it's about national security. We've seen what can happen when borders are secure, and nobody wants a repeat of that unless you're into watching your country go down in flames. Speaking of flames, let's move to California. What up, Benji? I did go get the milk. All right, y'all, give me a second here. We are on a roll with this fucking show. I will catch up a chat in between each segment. I see y'all in there. I'm going to take a drink. I see Benji out here. I see Reptile Mama in here. What is happening, y'all? We're going to roll into more of this show here. Just give me 1 second. All right, here we go. California's on fire again, literally. And surprise, surprise, it's not because of climate change. It's because of bad fucking management. Newsom's been too busy trying to make California some woke paradise to deal with real issues like forest management. Trump's right to call them out on this. Maybe if they spent less time on virtue signal and more on actual governance, people wouldn't have to flee their homes every summer. But here's the twist. While California burns, the state's still pushing for electric cars and phasing out gas. How are you supposed to charge your Tesla when the power grid's on fire? It's like they're running the state into the ground while patting themselves on the back for being progressive. And while we're on the topic of things, let's make you crash and burn. Oh, Lord have mercy. We are just getting started here. I see my bots are going crazy on y'all out there. I see Benji's getting the talk to by the bot. And what I see what the fuck the problem is right now. My shit is fucking going crazy, y'all. Give me 1 second. We're going to drop that down. 120 hours a week is shit. What do you mean 120 hours a week? I'm not sure what you're talking. Oh, Benjamin. Got you. I will, what will you talk about Elon Musk? Doge, listen, I'm all about Doge, my man. I'm all about Doge. Listen, here's the thing. If we allowed our government to look into the government oversight of their funding, their paying out shit, we're never going to get it fixed, right? So I am all about Elon Musk coming in as an outsider to look and see how the payments are doing. I am, because listen, if we have an outsider looking in, they can actually see what's going on. Say, you guys are spending shit stuff. Like, what is that? $50 million for fucking condoms going to Palestine? Like, that is bullshit. We shouldn't be sending Palestine fucking condoms. They're using the fucking condoms to build fucking little explosive devices and shit. Like, no, fuck that shit. So I'm all about Elon Musk. I am all about him looking at that. I absolutely am. Oh, Lord. Yeah, my bots are going crazy on you, my man. Hey, my bot is going crazy on you. Don't argue with the bot. The bot will win. I'm telling you, don't argue with the bot because the bot will win. All right, chat, let's go ahead and talk about the 2 plane crashes in this last month. Let's talk the stats. Your chance of dying in a plane crash is about 1 in 11 million. You're more likely to get struck by lightning or win the fucking lottery. But hey, with the way things are going, maybe we should start preparing for the apocalypse. Just saying, maybe leave the plane if you see someone in a 10-foot hat boarding. They might just be the sane ones. Now, let's talk about the airplanes. They've been cutting costs, which means cutting corners on maintenance and trading. And with all these new routes being opened up to places no one's heard of, it's like they're tempting fate or trying to get rid of some passengers. Remember, folks, when you hear about budget airlines, think twice about where they're cutting those costs. But if you thought flying was the only way to escape reality, think again. Biden was just picked up by a talent agency. Yeah, you heard that right. From the White House to Hollywood. What's next? A reality show? The Real House Husbands of Delaware? Honestly, after the last few years, I'd watch it for the laughs, if nothing else. But here's the kicker. This might be the smartest move Biden's made. out of politics, into entertainment, where he can spin his presidency into feel-good story. Imagine the book deals, the speaking tours, maybe even Netflix special. It's the American dream, right? From president to celebrity. But not everyone's escape plan ends up in Hollywood. Some end up in the fucking wilderness. I'm telling y'all, it's fucking insane. He's got a talent agency. And like I said, I may watch it just for laughs, shits, and giggles. But hey, I'm curious how long he's going to last. Even if he's really alive, to be honest with you. He should be at the beach, man. He should be at the beach catching his suntan. What little bit of summer he has left. Listen, Biden's on his last years, y'all. I mean, we saw him in the White House. He's absolutely on his last years. And for anybody, whether you're a Democrat, an independent, or Republican, and you watch Biden, you know he's on his last fucking years. There's no, he is. This guy's I can't even speak. Has not got much time left on this earth. He really doesn't. He's out in the pasture. He is. We could talk about the DNC's little shenanigans they ran too, with their DEI talking about the people who call themselves they, them, or whatever, and how they have to balance that out. Like, it's an absolute joke. The DNC really needs to get their shit straightened out. Listen, the Democratic Party, take a little scripture out of the fucking Republicans and realize that you can't be doing the shit that you're doing right now. Get back to fucking reality, and you might actually win again. But speaking of winning, there was two dudes. This is some news that'll fucking blow your mind. There were two dudes that went out looking for Sasquatch and ended up dead from exposure. Let's give them a moment for the Darwin Award. Seriously, in this day and age, if you're out in the wilderness hunting for Bigfoot and you die from cold, maybe natural selection is just doing its job. Stick to Netflix, guys, because unless you want to be the next snack for some mythical creature, but his raises a bigger point here. Why are people still out there looking for this fucking thing when we've got real problems to solve? Maybe it's a sign of times. People are so delusioned with reality that they'd rather chase after folklore. But hey, at least they weren't looking for UFOs. They'd probably end up abducted and probed up their fucking ass and then returned with a story no one believes. And speaking of doomsday scenarios. And finally, let's roll into the doomsday clock. It's closer to midnight than fucking ever. What does it mean? It means the eggheads at the bulletin of the atomic scientists are worried about a nuclear war, climate change, or whatever the hell else keeps them up at night. But hey, if we're all going to go out, at least we're going out with a bang, right? Or maybe it's just another reason to drink more. Think about it, though. Every generation has had its doomsday clock. In the 80s, it was a nuclear war. In the 2000s, terrorism. Now it's climate change and AI. Maybe it's just human nature to always be on the brink of something catastrophic. So what do? We keep living, we keep laughing, and keep making the most of the time we've got, because what the fuck else can we do? Oh, dear God. I'm telling y'all, the trade war, right? They're all worried about this. Listen, it's not a trade war. When Trump said he was going to put tariffs on Mexico and put tariffs on Canada, Mexico and Canada folded in within 24 hours. They're now beefing up their fucking border to keep the fentanyl and the illegals from fucking crossing. The thing is, if you want shit to get done, you gotta get it done by being fucking tough. If you are weak on these policies and you back down every time and get on your fucking knees to get ready to open your fucking mouth, you're not gonna get shit done. You gotta be the person to fucking receive the person on their knees. That's it. So we'll see what happens. Like Benjamin says down here, we'll see what happens within a month. If Canada does exactly what they say, if Mexico does exactly what they say. I honestly think they're gonna, because if you don't let, I don't know, like the Democrats are all scared, right? They're all scared for everything that's happening. But to be honest with you, Trump's a tough motherfucker. He came in as a businessman under his first term, and that's what he's doing now. He listened to the American people. And the American people said that we do not want our men Sorry. We do not want our women and our children fucking raped anymore. We do not want our women, our mothers, our fathers, our children dying on the fucking streets from fentanyl overdoses. We don't want that shit no more. We want the America that we fucking grew up in. The safe America where our borders are secured. The terrorists are fucking scared shitless if they fuck with us. That's what we want. And we want our fucking economy booming. We don't want the big corporations making all the fucking money. We want the small mom and pop shops to start making the fucking money again. We want our mom and pop shops to fucking flourish again. But they're not going to keep flourishing if the big corporations are always the ones that's getting the piece of the fucking pie. The mom and pop stores right now are fucking hurting. They're hurting to fucking get business. They're hurting to keep and maintain employees. Trust me, I'm one of those fucking people. But folks, it's fucking crazy. I want to do a little small segment today. We're gonna try doing these small segments every day or every other day. So yeah, man. All right, y'all. Let's do this real quick. As I see, we got our spam bots in here. I see you, Matthew. All right, folks. That is it for fucking today. Keep your heads down, y'all. Your humor sharp. And remember, if you can't laugh at the absurdity, you're not living right. Catch you next time, you bunch of sick fucking bastards.
Push your rules, force me to comply, but I see through the lies and I ain't gonna try. Red, white, and blue, man, that's what I stand for. You don't like my freedom? There's the fucking door. Taxing us to death, spending out of control. Trying to tear this country apart, but I'm fighting for the soul. Guns in my hand, flag held high. You hate this nation, then don't ask why. Liberals, fuck off, I'm standing tall. You can't break me, won't see me fall. Constitution strong, that's what I live by. Socialism, keep dreaming by. Fuck off, I won't back down. Fuck off, this is my town. You wanna cancel me, cause I speak my mind? Well, I ain't afraid, I'll never be confined. Shut down free speech, tell me what's right. Y'all a bunch of snowflakes, yeah, take a hike. Patriots rise, we're taking back the land. You'll never understand the pride we stand. God, family, country, that's my creed. You don't like it? Step aside, let us lead. Liberals, fuck off, I'm standing tall. You can't break me, won't see me fall. Constitution strong, that's what I live by. You want socialism, keep dreaming by. Fuck off, I won't back down. Fuck off, this is my town. Don't need your Green Deal, your woke revolution. Keep your nonsense, I want the Constitution. Don't tell me how to live, don't tell me what to do. This is America, we don't answer to you. Liberals, fuck off, I'm standing tall. You can't break